upayena hi yat kuryat tanna shakyam parakramaihi kakya kanakasutrena krishna sarpo nipatitah. So this was a beginning of a story which Damnak was starting to tell Kartak, mentioning the greatness of intelligence over physical power. So what he told was that if you use a specific plan, a strategy, and use your brains, no matter how powerful your enemy is, he can be defeated, he can be decimated. Now that was what was told, and then he started about that story. The same way how a crow just with a gold chain managed to kill a dark cobra, a black cobra. Now in the coming few stories, there has been a lot of emphasis about using your brains rather than your muscle power, right? So no matter how big or how large or how physically powerful your enemy is, just by using your intelligence, just by going with a proper strategy, you can defeat that enemy. And probably in those days that was needed, right? So small kingdoms trying to fight large kingdoms and all that, right? So that was the situation they were in. So now this story, about this story, when it came, it was a pretty straightforward story about two crows, like a pair of crows who were trying to enjoy the joyhood of becoming parents, but they were not able to do so because no matter how many times they laid the eggs, this black cobra came and ate those eggs. And that was the biggest problem of their life. They were very sad, and to have a shoulder to cry on, they went on to meet a fox. This female crow came to meet the fox and told and was very sad about the fate they were going through, the situation they were going through. Fox was very sympathetic to that situation, and then it started talking about another story, because the only thing which fox could give them was a hope, and that was hope came in form of another story. And that story was more about a crane which was very cunning, and a crab which was too I would say intelligent at that point, right? So it had that intelligence which comes with exact time, what needs to be done, right? And what you would do to ensure that how big your or how powerful your enemy is, he can be defeated. So that was the hope which the fox was giving. And then it told, bhakshayitva bahun matsyan nuttama madhyamadhyaman atilaulyad bakah kaschin mrutah karkataka grahat. That means there was this crane which used to eat all kinds of fishes, but at the end it died in the hands of a crab, right? So that was the situation. So what happened in that was that crow was quite curious what happened. I mean, probably I should get some hope out of this specific story, right? So what happened was that there was this a crane which in its younger days it used to live in that particular pond. It used to sort of eat many fishes, but at the end, when it became a bit old, it had another trick. The crane started crying, and looking at crane crying, all these animals, aquatic animals, fishes and crabs and everything came to it and asked, what happened? Why are you crying? I mean, usually we see that you eat one of us and then just enjoy your life. So then this crane said that I have become old, and I have stopped eating anything which will trouble you. So I will not eat fishes, I will not have crabs, I will not eat seafood. I am now a vegetarian, or maybe I will die not eating anything. But that's not my problem, and that's not why I am crying. The reason why I am crying is that I see, as per astrological indications, I see that this pond is going to get dry in another 3 or 4 months. And I foresee that all these fishes and yourself, the crab, is going to die, and that is something which I am not able to bear. And that's what it said, right? And the fishes and other aquatic animals, they had just 3-4 months to live, and that was what they were worried about. Then they believed that crane, and then the crane said, don't worry, I have a solution to this problem. I see that there is a big, large, a big pond that I see that it's so large that even for 24 years, if it doesn't rain, then even then it is going to be normal, and we will live there, right? And that is going to happen. So what it did was that, okay, let me do this thing. Let me take one of you at a time and to that particular pond. Now there was the question of the survival, right? So that's the reason they all agreed, and they started saying that, okay, I should go first, and that was the problem. And now this clever crane had wonderful plan that it used to take these fishes and it used to eat them. It used to go to a mountain, kill them, and eat them, and then it came back with another to take another fish, and that's what happened. And crane enjoyed a lot. It did not have to worry too much about the food, because food was coming to the crane automatically, right? Now one day what happened, this crab asked that, you have taken everyone, but what about me? I also should survive. After all, we have like just 3-4 months to survive, and I should go with you, right? Then crab said, okay. The crane was now happy that it was eating a similar kind of fish for a long time, so it thought that maybe the crab is the change of taste, so let me do that, and that would be wonderful. And crane was enjoying, and crane took the crab. Now the moment it took the crab, crab saw all these bones, remnants of these fishes, and crab was terrified. Oh my god, what has happened? And then crane said that, okay, I think there is no point in hiding things. And crane told it that this was all my plan. Okay, I was taking them, I was eating them, and this was sort of a free food for me, and I was enjoying life. So maybe you should also go to the same fate. So I'm ensuring that you also become my food. And at that point, crab started using its claws and killed the crane. It just ensured that it fought with that crane, and it ensured that it killed that crane. And it came back to that particular pond and said that, see, this is what happens. We had believed all those, and all that cunning crane, and see what it has done. It has killed so many of us. It has eaten, but don't worry, I have killed that crane. So don't worry, I had these claws which I have. With that, I ensured that I squashed the neck of that crane, and crane had died. Don't worry about it. And the crab was the hero of that pond on that particular day. And that is exactly what has been emphasized here. Don't worry how much ever powerful your enemy is. There are 1,000 ways to ensure that your enemy can get defeated, right? And that was emphasized. Now this gave hope to this crow, and they came up with a plan. Now this crow was going ahead, and what it did was that it went to a jewelry shop and picked up a gold chain. The moment crow picks up a gold chain, everyone will run behind that crow, right? And that's exactly what happened. So they started running behind that crow, and cleverly the crow put the gold chain in that place where snake was hiding. And it ran away and started looking this scene and see what happens, right? The moment they went to that place, the snake burrow, they saw that big snake was coming, and it was trying to scare these people, but there were too many people there. And the moment that the snake came in, they started taking all these sticks and everything, and they hit it so hard, so many times, that finally that black cobra passed away and died. And that's how crow was so happy that it had defeated an enemy which they thought they will never be able to defeat, right? And that is the emphasis which has been coming in this specific story, right? So that's how it was. So yes, so this small story, which is simple and straightforward, was something which was told by Damanak to Kartak. And then he started saying that I do have another thing. Yasya buddhir balam tasya nirbuddhestu kuto balam vane simho madonmattah shashakena nipatitah. If you have your brains and if you use it properly, you can defeat anyone, and no matter how much powerful your enemy is. So that's how it told that it is, I mean, again, a famous story that there was this big lion which was defeated by a hare. It was defeated by a rabbit, right? So I mean, I think you all know what story is that, but again, because I have taken up this task to complete this, so I'm going to tell this story in the next episode. Thank you so much. Bye.